Welcome, everybody. This is to What's Happening Downtown, first ever podcast for downtown Windsor. It's an opportunity for us to highlight different businesses and what they have to offer. And our very first guest is Greg Osborne with RedZone NoCo. He's located right here downtown at 500 Main Street. And Greg, thanks for coming.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, how's your day going?
It's been good.
Yeah, you guys see lots of people working out, and your gym doors are open. It's summertime. It's beautiful. So.
Right? We're waiting for some of this rain to go away, but we'll take it.
Exactly.
And so it also makes it a little bit nicer because it is a little cooler outside for us, so that's been good.
Right. I know we're not, sweating to death yet. So tell me about your business.
We've been around, October will be 3 years.
Wow.
And so we opened up right in the midst of COVID, and so we took that, we rolled the dice on that.
Exactly.
And so it worked out really well for us, and we love being in Weld County for one, but more importantly, downtown Windsor and the city and things like that were very supportive of us during that time in which a lot of other businesses were struggling. And so I think that there was no better time to do so when people were really dealing with some of the mental illnesses and things like that during COVID. And so it worked out well for us, and I think it worked out really well for the community. Yeah,
I think everybody found out that, to protect yourself from COVID, weight management and sugar management and diet and all that really mattered. And I think you fit it perfectly. Yeah. And I was blessed to have you as one of our businesses when I was at the chamber, and now I'm really blessed to have you as I can represent you at the DDA. And so, what makes your business unique to other businesses in downtown?
I'll tell you one thing is the location. Mm-hmm. And so just back to the whole DDA and what that has and what it brings to the community, visibility is huge. Yeah. And so, when we were looking at opening up RedZone, we looked at a lot of different locations. And when it came to the real estate piece of it, we wanted an A-plus location with high visibility. And we can't get any better visibility than what we have on the corner at 500 Main Street. Yeah, I think we have,
as you can see behind us, we have thousands of cars every day that go by. And your sign is visible, and people say, ooh, what's going on? And one thing I do like about your business is when I'm over at Windsor Lake Coffee having a meeting, you can hear the gym going, you hear the music, you hear that liveliness in downtown. I think that brings a unique spin in our downtown.
No, absolutely. We are high energy, and so I'll apologize now to some of the people that are trying to enjoy coffee and have a conversation out there, but at the same time, I think it brings a lot of curiosity.
Right.
And so, it's always exciting to watch even cars drive by and kids hanging out the window and looking and kind of seeing what's kind of going on.
Yeah.
And to watch people even over at the coffee shop to be able to have some entertainment, I guess, while they're having their coffee.
Or feel bad.
Right.
When they're having a big old ice cream cone.
Right. That's not the goal here, but at the same time,
they can set goals, right?
Well, right. Setting goals, and it's also, it provides business for us, I guess. And so there's some job security in ice cream, I guess.
Yeah,
for what we do.
Yeah. So tell me about your technique, because I know is it circuit training? Like, what kind of training do you guys do?
So that's really kind of what differentiates us from others. And so I've been in the fitness industry for 22 years, always more of a big box type of situation. And what we lost in that was just the camaraderie that you have with the people that are there. And then also as a business owner, I didn't know my members. When you have thousands and thousands of members per location versus a couple hundred members, I know names of the people. They know their husbands, wives, their kids. And so I also noticed if they're not there. So that was the biggest differentiator for us in regards to being able to go more of a boutique style of what we do. And then when we were kind of trying to figure out, with what RedZone was going to represent and what was going to really set us apart was, something that couples could come to, so male and female. And so many of your boutique style gyms that are more circuit training are more geared towards women.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's still more women that come than there are men.
Right.
But I think that it's the group fitness atmosphere that scares men off. And the reality is they can't keep up with a lot of the women.
A lot of grunting. You hear a lot of sounds out of guys. They make a lot more sounds. My husband does. He's an avid gym goer. We live up in Wellington, and he goes to the gym every day, and we don't work out together. That's what sometimes men don't. They like to be pretty solo.
Right.
So do you guys offer a free weight opportunity for guys?
We do. And so not only that, we offer just different styles of workouts. So we do just straight strength-based classes, and so just hypertrophy stuff without any cardio. cardio.
Okay.
And so it's always funny whenever guys come in, they think that that's what they want. And then once they come to one of the classes that do encourage the cardio into it, that's just something that then they're like, oh, that's something I really lacked.
Right.
And when they find out how winded they are and how really out of shape they are in regards to being able to have the stamina, then what they find is that with the stamina then comes the strength. And so they can last longer during the workouts, which means that they have more weight-bearing things going on. With more weight-bearing, energy being spent, they get better results.
Yeah.
And so we do offer just strength-based classes, and it's on every day of the week. And then that same day of the week, that if it's upper body or lower body, then we have the ability to then do a cardio class that's going to be similar movements, so that the programming and things like that are designed around that you can work out 7 days a week without back-to-back body parts movements, and there's no replication of any of the workouts.
Right on. Well, I mean, you're very busy, and it's pretty cool. So what's it like to be? I know you talked about downtown, so there's some cool events that happen and you participate. So tell me about that.
Well, we just try to be involved in the community as much as we possibly can. And so by being able to do that, whether it be the Thursday nights whenever they have the bands going on downtown. This morning we had 35 girls from Windsor High School, and they're working out at 6 a.m. And so that was a new partnership that we just developed. And so it's the Windsor High School competitive cheer team who is there 2 days a week now.
Talk about energy.
Right. And so, I got done coaching at 5 a.m. and then stuck around and watched what was, transpiring in my gym at 6 a.m.
cool.
with 35 high school kids during
great.
the summer at 6 a.m. And it was pretty exciting to watch. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of goes on with that.
It's neat to see kids, I mean, I'm from the 80s.
Right.
So we didn't have anything to do besides go play sports and work out. And it's kind of neat to see kids, that dedication. You're not seeing a lot of that nowadays. Right. A lot of sedentary lifestyles happening. And is there ever an opportunity? I mean, I know you're super packed with all your classes. Is there ever an opportunity to do things like specialty training for like football players or basketball players?
Well, we do. So the Hailstorm, they work out at the gym.
Right
the Owls have the opportunity to come and work out at the gym as well. And so that's one of our sponsorships that we have that we would not have gotten if it wasn't for the head coach of the Hailstorm driving by and having a meeting at the Windsor Coffee Shop.
Yep.
And so he was sitting there and he was like, we need a place to work out. He came over, he introduced himself to me, and we had a partnership signed off on within 30 days before even the guys were in town.
Wow.
And so we did that. We have guys from a semi-pro football team over in Greeley that they come over and work out. We had the Severance High School football team that did a whole season and working out at RedZone. And so I have a lot of kids from the Fort Collins golf team that I have a TPC or a TPI trainer who comes in and trains some kids in the evenings.
I think a lot of people didn't know that.
Right.
You did that. That's kind of neat. I didn't know.
The Windsor homeschool kids come in.
Oh,
so
they get credit. There's funding, isn't there, to help with that?
Really, it's just more of a PE style class form.
Right on.
And so, whenever these kids are at home and they're doing their curriculums and things like that at home, and they don't have the interaction that they would have at public school, it allows them to come in. So 2 days a week at 11 o'clock, I allow for the Windsor homeschool kids to come in. And so I have a really great group of kids that come in and do that.
Kind of creates that fellowship and, and exercise. Like for me, I'm an avid pickleball player,
Right.
if you didn't know already, but I try to play almost like 4 days a week. And that fellowship and being around other people and getting to know people, it's kind of creates that community, right? And you have a great community there.
And that's what I think a lot of the more boutique style gyms are. And so back to the community, it's not anything that I do in regards to my workouts in the facility. It's once the member base starts to build, they sell themselves.
Right.
I'll have a new person come in and they're really kind of taking them under their wing, and they're, before I even walk in the door, they're showing them where the bathroom is, where to pick up a towel, and all those different things. And, I'll get random people that are just walking by or walking by with their dogs or whatever, and they'll have questions, and I'll say, well, come in, we offer a 7-day free trial, and I'll get people, members, who will take time out of their workout to run over and just to make sure that they say that, like, no, you guys are going to love this place. You have to come and check it out. And
right
so,
on. Well, you can't beat it.
My
It's
biggest
downtown.
advocates, right?
Yeah. Hey, when you have a good gym, you have like, I call them ambassadors, right?
Right, absolutely.
You have NoCo ambassadors,
right?
So just like real quick, anything. You featured your new stuff. You got lots of classes going on. You love being downtown. You have a great partnership with the chamber. I guess you're kind of a mega stop for the wine walks. You want to talk about that?
Right. Well, we make a great facility in regards there's an easy way in and an easy way out.
Right.
And it's a big open area, and
Right.
so we can filter people through quickly.
Yep.
And so it's a great venue for whatever it is.
Well, I know they appreciate it because we can have some interesting evenings, in the wintertime could be 14 degrees, in February. So
Right.
I know how appreciative I was when I was there, and I thank you for, being a great partner of
sure.
the chamber and being downtown. And so you want to do like one quick little plug to the camera about your business, your website, all the things.
Right. Well, no, absolutely. It's redzoneathletics.com, and you can go on the website, and we do have a 7-day free trial. And so that's 7 consecutive days, absolutely no obligation at all. It just allows you to come in and try out as many of our classes that you can within those 7 days. We also have started a weekend warrior series, and so we have a race series. We had a big race, it is a race. It's a competition that we offered on Saturday.
Right on.
And that was our first one that we've done. And we had 60 competitors in there
Wow.
working out on Saturday. We are also the Northern Colorado's DECA affiliate, and so we offer and hold DECA competitions. And what's really great about our race series and our DECA competitions is that you don't have to be a member with RedZone. So
Cool.
throwing out those challenges to
Wow.
all the other gyms and local gyms in the area, it allows them to come over and compete with their gym versus our gym,
Cool.
or just individuals.
Wow, that's
And
paying it forward right there.
Right.
Good.
And so it's just an opportunity to come together as a fitness community in Northern
Great.
Colorado and have a place to go and have some fun.
Well, we thank you for being downtown, and this is our very first What's Happening Downtown in our DDA. And if you have any questions or want to get a hold of me, I'm Michelle Vance. I'm the executive director, and I'm just really honored to serve the businesses here in Windsor. And thank you, Greg, again for
Thank you,
your
Michelle.
business downtown. And if you need anything, you know where to go.
All right. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, guys.